welcome back to my channel. So as you can imagine, things have been a little bit crazy over here at my house, which is why I haven't been posting in a while, but just to let everybody know, I'm doing fine, everything is okay. It's just been, you know, summer crazies, which I'm sure we're all familiar with. I had family come and stay with me for about a week, and then my back went out for about a week. Took me a while to recover from that, but like I said, I'm doing so much better now. I'm feeling so great and so happy, and I know I missed out on like a vlog. I missed posting a vlog, and I haven't done very many nail polish reviews or videos lately, and I know you guys have been asking for stuff, especially the neons review and like the water marbling review for Top Shelf. I am still going to do those things. I just had to like get my back in order, and I had to catch up and get all the stuff done before school starts, like all the stuff. Doctor's appointments, hearing tests, school supplies, school registration. It's just so much, so much. But for today, I have a very fun review to share with you. This is the 6-bottle Radioactive collection from Cupcake. This was released yesterday, which would have been Monday. So it is currently available on the Cupcake Polish website. I will link it down below. And Sarah, being the magical, generous wizard that she is, she let me preview these polishes before they were released, and like I said, I should have had this review out yesterday, but as you can imagine, things have been a little bit crazy. But we're definitely going to talk about them today, and I cannot wait to show you these magical, like these are magical polishes. The first one that I have to share with you is Atomic. The camera is not going to do this polish justice because there is so much happening in this bottle. We are starting with a grape jelly base, but then it is like pumped and just stuffed and is over the top brimming with flakies, and all of them are like these chameleon multi-chromy kind of flakies that shift the iridescent rainbow. You can get lost in this bottle just looking at it and spinning it because you see flashes of purple and green and gold and amber, and you'll see pink, and you'll see deep blue, and you'll see purple, and it's just hypnotic. The bottle appeal on this is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you cannot stop looking at it. It is so incredibly gorgeous. And then once you start putting it on your nails, it just comes alive. I did find that you have to build this baby up. I was happy in about 2 coats, but I feel like if you really want that deep purple that you see in this bottle, you might have to do a 3rd. But because of the flakies in here, it's just so thick. Personal preference for me, wanted to keep this one around 2 coats because the more you put on there, that jelly base starts to build up, and then all of those flakies start to build up, and it just gets a little bit too thick for my personal taste. However, it is possible to get exactly what you see in this bottle on your nails in anywhere from about 2 to 3 coats depending on your personal preference and your application style. I do recommend putting a nice thick glossy topper on it though, if you are sensitive to texture, because there is so much happening inside here that it does get a little bit bumpy when it dries down. It kind of loses its glossy flair as well when it dries, so you're gonna want to use a glossy topper in general just to really amp up the shine, give it a nice even finish, and to really let those flakies shine. Next we have Nuclear. Nuclear is the emerald green color from this collection. This one is definitely intriguing. I find this completely intriguing. We are dealing with like an emerald green base that's slightly jelly-like. It's slightly jelly. It's a little bit thicker than a jelly, but not quite a cream. But then there is like tons of like a golden aurora type shimmer in here that is really soft and warm and just gorgeous. It is very, very finely milled, and it is so striking against that emerald green background. And then there are some iridescent glitters that are kind of more on the warmer side of the spectrum, so it's more orange and red and yellow, and you don't really see a whole lot of purple or green in these glitters. It's mostly red. So you have these red, gold, amber tones kind of popping out against this green base. So pretty. Now the formula on this one is again a little bit on the thick side, I think because we are dealing with some jellies, but it is rather buildable. I was happy in 2 coats with this. I didn't see a nail line. I didn't have issues with having to even out base color or anything like that, but again, personal preference and personal style will probably affect the way this one goes on the nail. You might need 3 coats, you might be happy with 2. For me, this one was not nearly as textured as some of the ones with flakies in them, so you don't have to put on a glossy topper to even out the texture of this polish, but I do recommend putting a glossy topper on it anyway because it does kind of dry down a wee bit satiny. Like, it's not as glossy as you want it to be. So if you want it to look like what you see in this bottle, you're definitely gonna wanna put on a glossy topper. Next, we have a duochrome. This is definitely different than the rest of the polishes in this collection. Most of these are jellies with lots of flakies or glitter in them. This is like the one exception to the rule. It is a gorgeous duochrome that is just so beautiful. I am not terribly partial to duochromes, but this one has like this unicorn type element where it shifts from like a teal green to like a lavender light purple that's slightly magenta. Whew. It is beautiful. I feel like this one really benefits from natural sunlight. So I'm trying really, really hard to capture what this bottle looks like in person, because with artificial lights, it just doesn't quite get there. But if you look at this bottle in natural light, you can see this gorgeous shift between a nice teal cerulean blue to like a magenta light lavender that is so beautiful. When it's on the nails, it comes alive and you can just see this beautiful, delicate shift between purple and blue. It's magical. It is so beautiful. And the formula was astounding. I was able to get this completely opaque in 2 coats. I was totally happy in 2. Now, I did find that this one was not textured at all when it dried because it's just a duochrome. However, I did want to really amp up that finish. I wanted it to look like what you see in this bottle, so I did add a glossy topper to it, and it's magical. Absolutely magical. The other thing I want to say about this polish is that it's not as brush strokey as I thought it would be. As I was applying it to my nail, I was noticing that I was getting some brush strokes, but they leveled themselves out, and you didn't actually see the strokes when the polish was dried. So I really appreciated that about this. It's not brush strokey. Beautiful transition between the purple and the blue. Really pretty. This one is so gorgeous and just so different from the rest of the polishes in this set. This one stole my heart. The second I opened up the PR package from Cupcake, I loved this one. I love this one. And this one has been a big hit amongst people that I've shown the collection to. A lot of people have really been drawn to this one as well. This is Gamma, and Gamma is a hot magenta pink. Very, very hot, like very, very vibrant, not neon, but so intense and bright and in your face. Gorgeous. Like for me, this is a perfect transitional color because it's not neon, but we're still dealing with this really bright, intense, in-your-face hot pink that can transition beautifully into the fall. This bottle really honestly comes alive for me on the nails. I think it's more impressive on the nails than in the bottle because it's just this gorgeous shade of magenta pink. And then you have these chameleon flakies that are just stunning. Once again, I was happy with 2 coats on this one, but again, with it being such a thick base full of flakies, your personal style of application might affect that. I did find that it does dry down a little bit bumpy because of all those flakies, and it does kind of like mattify itself. Like it's not super matte, but it's not really glossy. So again, highly recommend a big topper on this one, a nice thick one, a nice glossy one. It'll make your manicure look exactly like what you see in this bottle. This one is definitely one of my favorites because of the color, because of the elements inside of it, and just the fact that it looks so incredibly gorgeous. Like I love this one and I highly recommend it, especially if you enjoy pink. This is amazing. The next one is another favorite, you guys. This one is my husband's favorite, and he's definitely like coming around. He's coming around to nail polish. He's obviously not wearing it, but he does like to look at the collections and pick out which ones are his favorite, and he loves this one. And I agree, this one is beautiful, absolutely stunning. This one is called Half-Life, and it is the same formula as Gamma and Atomic. So we're dealing with a beautiful, really intense jelly base that is pumped full of these chameleon flakies. And this one is so beautiful. I feel like with Gamma, the pink one, the flakies aren't necessarily as noticeable. They kind of blend into the magenta pink. However, with Half-Life, those flakies are incredibly noticeable. Like you will see them immediately. Now the formula is just like the other 2 jellies in this collection where it's really, really thick. So application style is going to affect this one. 2 coats, 3 coats, depending on your preferences, depending on your application style. I was happy with 2, and just like the other 2 jellies in this set, it does dry dried down very bumpy and not as glossy as you want it to be. So highly recommend a thick glossy topper on this. Again, I feel like this is a beautiful transitional color because we have this really intense, very bright, very summery cerulean blue, but it's like got flashes of sapphire in there too. So it can transition from like late summer into like early fall because we're dealing with this really gorgeous, intense, like sapphire blue that is so, so beautiful. My sister put this on her toes and it looked amazing. It looked absolutely amazing on her toes. I've seen it on the hands as a manicure as well, and it is just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, highly recommend this one as well. Just a gorgeous color, super unique, and just so sparkly and fun. I love it. And the last one is another favorite. I ended with my favorites with this set because they're so good. They're so good. This one is called Beta. Now, Beta to me looks a lot like Diamond. If you missed out on Diamond, which was the flaky topper that was an exclusive for July, Beta is going to be very, very close, but not quite, because we still have those chameleon flakies that shift the iridescent pastel rainbow, except now, instead of being in a clear base, it is now in like a silver holographic base. So if you missed out on Diamond, take a look at Beta because it's very, very close. For me, Beta would be like what you would do to Diamond if you put Diamond on top of a holographic polish. You would get the same kind of look. This is absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. It is so sparkly and so magical. Like this, again, the bottle doesn't really do this polish justice, even though it does look amazing in this bottle. It really does come alive on the nails. Wearing it on the nails is what makes this polish fantastic because you get to really get a sense of that holographic base and you get those pop-in iridescent flakies. It's amazing. It's not as versatile as Diamond because Diamond is definitely a topper that you can build up to be completely opaque, or you can layer it on with other things, whereas this one is truly just a polish. It is a polish. You probably can't thin it out to be a topper. Either way though, I really don't care because it's still sparkly, it's still gorgeous, and it's just pastel rainbow heaven. I love it so much. And that is it. That is the Radioactive set from Cupcake. You guys, gorgeous. Cupcake has been killing it lately with their July releases that they had, and then they've got this release. They also have a thermal release that they released yesterday as well that have like this ice cream kind of look to them. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you have not checked out Cupcake, I highly recommend that you do. They are fantastic. Love the quality. Love just the ideas that come out of Sarah's brain because they're just right up my alley. They're glitzy, they're glammy, they're bright, they're happy. I adore them so much. I'm just excited. I think it's a great collection. I definitely have favorites, those being Gamma, Half-Life, and Beta. Those three are definitely my top choices for this set. I'm definitely going to have to buy backups of those, especially Half-Life and Gamma. Both of those I definitely need a backup of. They're so gorgeous, so beautiful. So what do we think? What's going on? How do we feel about this collection? As usual, I'm dying to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section down below. But that is my video for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!